Ladies and gentlemen, this is a school police officer that got a black student pinned down with his knee because this student didn't do anything but record him. See, gone are the days of you blaming black people for everything, for all the violence that you've inflicted upon us. And people are seeing now nothing got to happen. All the violence is coming from the cops. It doesn't matter if it's a black cop, white cop, it don't matter. All the violence is coming from the cops. And people are seeing this online. So when you keep going around talking about it's a black people problem, it's black people problem, people are less inclined to believe you now. All y'all got to do, start reading some of the comments. And trust me, the comments that call the police the violent one are outweighing the ones that claim it's black people causing all the problems. Start looking at the comments. Their comments are really being diminished by the ones that don't agree with them. It really is changing out here. Attitudes are changing, but not the way they want to see it, not the way them folks want to see it, but it is changing. See, now that we're in the age of technology, it's getting harder and harder to put the blame on us. So let's get into the story. So this is a school police officer, which that's another thing I don't like. Okay, make some sense out of this. The school shootings happen primarily in predominantly white schools, but you got the police officers in the black schools. Never made any sense. Never ever, and it never will make any sense either. Pookie and Ray Ray are not the ones shooting up school. Okay, yeah, they may have fights up at the school, but all schools have fights. But Pookie and Ray Ray, they're not the ones going up and shooting up schools and killing a bunch of innocent kids inside the school. They're not doing that. You got the wrong community. Nevada officers slam black high schooler after student starts recording the police, pins him with his knee. Now, if you're not doing anything, why should recording bother you? If you are really doing a legitimate job out here, why should recording bother you? What do y'all used to say when we would have to endure things and you didn't? What do you have to hide? So that's what I'm going to put out there when it comes down to your cops that don't want to be recorded. What do you have to hide? What are you trying to hide? So put that back in their face. What do you have to hide? All right. So you shouldn't be bothered by somebody recording you if you're not doing nothing wrong. A school police officer in Las Vegas has captured. So they were captured on cell phone slamming this black student to the ground and pinning him with his knee. All of this was prompted over the student recording this cop. Mm-mm-mm. So now activists in Nevada want these police removed from school and more resources for students. So this is Clark County School District Police Department said February 9th the encounter outside of Durango High School in suburban Las Vegas unfolded while officers were investigating a report of a firearm near the campus. But school officials have not released any further information on whether a weapon was found or not. They didn't find a weapon, y'all. One thing I know about these folks, if they found something, they can't wait to get to the media to boast about it. They didn't find no weapon. The Clark County School District is the fifth largest in the US with about 300,000 students. The police department has nearly 200 sworn officers who have the authority to make arrests and issue traffic citations. The problem with school police officers, they don't see nobody but the black students. And that's the truth. Any of the other students that are doing things wrong, they don't want to do nothing to them. So they police within the school the same way they police out on the streets. So the district police chief, Mike Black Eye. Oh, are you kidding me? This dude's last name is Black Eye? His last name is Black Eye, y'all. Said in a statement Wednesday that the officer who had been he wasn't identified. See, they're protecting this officer. See, this is what we're talking about, how you are different when it's white officers. When those 5 police officers attacked Tyree Nichols, you put their names out immediately. This police officer attacked a underage student and his name is not being disclosed. You see the difference? His name should not be hidden from anything. Those of you that go to that high school, reveal this officer's name online on your social media. They can't stop you from doing that. The students know what their names are. If there's 300,000 students at that school, all it takes is one to get online and reveal this officer's name. I hope they do. The department has not released the body camera footage, dash camera videos of the incident. So they're hiding the footage of this student getting attacked just because he was recording. Again, what do you have to hide? What are you hiding? Okay. Superintendent Jesus Jara said in a statement Monday that he called for a complete review of the police department's use of force policy. Because of our actions, the children of our community and their families must believe they will be respected, treated with dignity, and safe while at our schools or interacting with our employees, Jara said. Neither the school district nor the police department immediately responded to requests for additional information from the AP. The video circulating on social media begins with several district police officers detaining 2 students as another student walks by and starts recording on his cell phone. One of the officer yelled that the student, "We want you next, dude." Why? If he didn't commit a crime and he just pulled his phone out and record, how is that a crime? So now you are violating the cop, threatening the student and then body slamming him and putting his knee on him. The cop has now at this point committed a crime. The police officer just committed a crime. The student backs away, lowers his phone before the officer shoves him to the ground next to the patrol vehicle, its lights flashing red and blue. The students in the background can be heard yelling, "You can't have him on the ground like that." Even the students know what the officer is doing is wrong. You can't take somebody and slam them down to the ground because they're recording you. What do you have to hide? The officer knee on the student's back as he lays face down on the pavement, keeps his knee there until the video ends about 30 seconds later. At one point, the student can be heard asking his friends to call his mother. The roughly minute-long video of the encounter has been viewed thousands of times on Twitter, with one of several of the posts circulating the video viewed by about 50,000 times. The video circulating on the internet made my stomach turn, said Quentin Savar, president of the NAACP. Our scholars deserve to be safe and free from threats of violence, from the entrusted, those entrusted to protect them. Well, the police don't protect us. We need to stop saying that. We need to stop saying that. These guys out here that they got patrolling all over America, they don't protect us. Y'all need to stop saying that. You need to stop writing it. You need to stop saying that all over the media. You need to stop saying it altogether. Plain and simple. So it goes into George Floyd and, and George Floyd's video. We all know what happened to George Floyd. Y'all must be having a slow day in the media. So the ACLU in Nevada has been retained by some of the students for assistance with a possible future litigation. The police response here was so extreme. This is what Wes Joel, a spokesperson for the ACLU. We're just coming off the heels of one of the best examples of the need for police accountability in Memphis. And here we have adult police officers assaulting children, Joel said. Memphis police were caught on camera. We know what happened to Tyree. Y'all must, like I said, y'all must be having a slow news cycle, just repeating the same thing. Wow, that's all they do. But tell us we shouldn't do it, though. You always remember that. Joel commented that the Las Vegas students for continuing to record the police officer encounter last week, even after they watched one of their friends being slammed on the ground. It was so upsetting to watch the video and to have such a strong reaction because they're children. And to have that mixed with feelings of, thank God they got it on video. Yeah, well, and no, I am not going to show a black child being assaulted on video. So if you need to see the video, perhaps you can go out to Twitter and watch it, or watch it if it's online somewhere, but I will not post something like that. You have to go see it elsewhere. But y'all, please tell me what you think about this video. You know, uh, I'm glad in a way that we have the internet, because now people are getting the big picture across the earth, and they are now seeing the violence is not coming from us. See, they had the world believing this for a long, long time, that all the violence was coming from us and we were causing the whole thing and we were doing this to ourselves. But now more and more people are waking up and seeing the violence is coming from these cops. The biggest gang in America is the police, and they will attack you even when you are just minding your own business. The biggest antagonizer of violence in America is the cops. And I'm glad people are finally waking up, and you're seeing more and more people now seeing exactly what's happening, and they can determine just from watching the videos who's at fault. And they see a lot of times it's these cops. It's not what you have psychologically tried to make the world believe about us. See, that's fading away. And see, you don't know how to deal with nothing. So all you're going to do is come back and try to pour it on even harder, not realizing that that's not going to work for you anymore. It's not working. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.